This platform shows a lot of potential and I'm really looking forward to going fast. I'm just a massive Buggy fan. I love my bugs, I really do. Welcome back to Innovation RC, guys. I have the brand new Rlaarlo SBK 10th scale Buggy here. Now this video is actually gonna be one of 3 videos. This is gonna be a 3-part video in which we're gonna make this thing go faster and faster and probably a lot faster. I've upgraded the heck out of this thing regarding the motor and ESC. This thing's gonna go a lot faster than what it did out of the box at 37 miles an hour. I wasn't too happy with that kind of speed, but this is the day that we're gonna make up for it because this platform shows a lot of potential and I'm really looking forward to going fast, and I'm sure you guys are too. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. Whoa. This is gonna be video 1, this is gonna be video 2, this is gonna be the last video until we actually change everything else with what is in here. Part 1, we're gonna be running the bone stock battery, and we're gonna see how fast we can go with that. And then we're gonna top it off, make sure it's warm so we actually have proper power coming out of this. So this is pretty much just the first day, and we're just gonna get a baseline. The next video, we're gonna be running basically a higher quality version of the bone stock battery, the same exact milliamp, but you guys can see it's slightly bigger. Same voltage, same milliamp, just a higher C rating. So we're gonna see the difference between this one and this one will be in the first and then the second video, so make sure you stay tuned. And then in the third video, we basically have almost twice the amount of milliamps as these guys regarding capacity, and there's just more voltage. So we're gonna get a clear, higher speed with this. And I just love the semi-flipless body. All you gotta do is undo one body flip and the back just comes right out. Now, as you guys can see, we have a lot of green in there. This here is a 1412 6400 kV from Castle Creations. Now this here is actually a drag race motor in which it's really high revving. It's a little bit larger than the bone stock motor, but it's got a lot more RPM. But how good is a motor without the ESC that delivers power to it? This here is probably one of the best ESCs you could get on the market for its size. It's a Castle Creations Mamba Monster X8S ESC. And no, there's no fan on this just because I'm trying to fit it into the 10 scale Buggy. But this here, there's really not going to be a better speed control that you can get that's going to go into this car right here. And as you guys can tell, I'm just a massive Buggy fan. I love my bugs, I really do. But it shows a lot of great characteristics that I like to see in a high quality Buggy. So anyway, on to part 1. All right, we are all zeroed out here. This is gonna be the first run, speed run with the SBK10. And pretty excited to see what this thing's gonna do. Let's see how well it does. Gonna wanna warm the tires up a little bit. All right, we are all the way down there. Looking out over to our left, we're clear. Here it comes on the bone stock 3S battery out of the box. It got to a certain point in the trigger pull where it just wanted to really stop pushing, which is normal because the battery wires are just not that big, and that's just going to increase resistance just because it just can't push out that kind of power. But that was still a pretty good speed, and we really just have to beat 37, which is what we achieved in the first video. So let's see what that is. 74 miles an hour. That's pretty darn good. That really is. Over 70 miles an hour with our first run on the SBK. I'm really happy with that. And that's also the bone stock battery. So let's take this body off. And show the bone stock battery. Very nice. And I did cycle it a couple times to kind of wake it up. Very good. Very good. I'm not disappointed with that at all. Motor is not too hot. What I'm going to do is top the battery off, and then we're going to just do another run and see if we could break 74 miles an hour and go faster than that, because I'm pretty sure this battery's got a little bit more into it, and the car felt really good. It really did. And this is literally the first run I've ever done with this speedrun setup, so I feel pretty good about this. Here's our little charging rig setup, DC powered Innovation RC Edition 10K, and that's pretty much fueling the charger, topping this guy off, which is perfect. We could probably top this thing off maybe 5-6 times at least before we run out of battery here. The battery is now warm, and we're going to top it off, and that should make a little bit more power just because chemical reactions do a little bit better with a little bit of heat added to it. All right, now here's run number 2. We are all zeroed out on the GPS over here. Try to straighten it out, and we are Gonna be on our way. Same exact setup. All we did was top the battery off, and we did a run previously, so the battery is kind of warm now. And our top speed was 74 miles an hour, so we gotta see if we can beat that now. All right, we are all clear for takeoff. SBK, run number 2, stock battery. Very clean pass. Now let's see what that was. And we gotta break 74 miles an hour. Oh my God, 75. Yeah, so we're pretty much topped out here. Let me try to get a better viewage for you guys. 75 miles an hour, that is not bad at all. Bone stock battery on 3S. So I'm sure we could gear up more, but I can also feel the wires on this battery because these wires are pretty tiny. They're 13, 14 gauge wire. They probably don't like pushing 100 to 100 and change amps. And yeah, I really like how this car drives. And at speed, it's very, very controllable. And that is also without a gyro. If you can see, no gyro at all. You don't need one. I don't want one. So we're at 75 miles an hour with the bone stock battery. I'm pretty happy with that basically baseline for this car. Obviously we could gear up a lot more and voltage up a lot more, but baseline 75 miles an hour and something literally in the palm of my hand, that's pretty damn fast. But we can always get faster. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. Make sure you stay tuned for the next video, part 2. Now I appreciate all of you guys watching. Make sure you stay safe and have a good one.